Hi, I'm Octavian. I'm a Senior Legal Policy Officer at the Sentencing Advisory Council.
Hi, my name's Paul, and I'm the CEO at the Sentencing Advisory Council. The aim of this short video is for us to give you a quick overview of the Council's latest report, with 12 recommendations to reform how occupational health and safety offences are sentenced in Victoria. Throughout the Occupational Health and Safety Act, there are dozens of crimes related to workplace health and safety, such as carrying out work without the appropriate qualifications. By far, though, the most common type of OHS offence is a duty holder, such as an employer, failing to take reasonably practicable steps to protect others from a risk of harm. Most of those offences, too, are committed by companies.
The Victorian Government asked the Council to focus on a few things in this inquiry, including examining how OHS offences are sentenced now, asking stakeholders such as unions and employer groups what the key issues in this space might be, seeing whether current sentencing practices are aligned with community expectations, considering the role of injured workers and their loved ones in the sentencing process, and seeing how many fines for OHS offences are actually paid.
It's been a busy couple of years. Since receiving these terms of reference, the Council has published a statistical report on sentencing outcomes using court data, reviewed academic literature and case law on the sentencing of OHS offences, published a consultation paper to invite written submissions, hosted a community survey on the Engage Victoria website, facilitated a series of community consultation events where we travelled over 1,500 kilometres around Victoria to ask how the community would have sentenced a real-life OHS case. We met with dozens of stakeholders, some of them many times, and we've prepared a final report with recommendations for reform.
The Council makes 12 recommendations for reform in the final report, and they're broadly grouped into three categories. The first category relates to victims and other people affected by OHS offences. In particular, making sure they can share how the offending has affected them with the sentencing court, and allowing them to participate in a restorative justice conference with the offender if they choose. The second category is about changing sentencing practices. Among other things, the Council has suggested that sentencing orders other than fines be used more, especially if they can include conditions requiring employers to implement health and safety measures above and beyond what they should have been doing in the first place. The Council's also suggested finding a way to increase fine amounts, especially in cases involving larger companies. In particular, the Council has recommended introducing a world-first, legislated sentencing guideline. The third and final category is about making sure fines are paid. We found that about $2.5 million in fines for OHS offences go entirely unpaid each year. The Council has recommended that directors of companies be held personally liable for those fines in appropriate cases, and that the government investigate the possibility of a new mechanism to make sure Phoenix companies pay the fines of predecessor companies, so that they don't get out of paying fines simply by deregistering.
To find out more, click on the link at the bottom of this video or head to our website where you can download the full report.